to have.
Yes, Master.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing another top 5 countdown, and today I'm counting down my top 5 favorite heroes, excluding Jedi. So here we go, counting down my top 5 favorite heroes in Star Wars. First of all, starting off with number 5 is none other than the great Poe Dameron from Star Wars Episodes 7 and 8. Now, the reason Poe makes the top 5 is he is funny, he's got a great sense of humor, he is darn good at what he does, but at the same time, he's not really arrogant about it. Okay, his weakness includes following through on a plan even when it looks like the plan isn't going to turn out, which is what cost so many people their lives in episode 8. So he is still a flawed character, but he's got lots of wit, he's good at what he does, and he honestly cares about not just the cause but individual people. So that's why I like Poe so much. Number 4 on my list is the mighty Chewbacca. Who doesn't love Chewbacca? He's tall and strong and loyal, and nobody wants to mess with him, but at the same time he can turn around and be the nicest, even cuddly. He's just a really, really great character, and he serves as Han Solo's conscience. That's why he's ahead of Han on the list. And the way Peter Mayhew puts it is he's part security guard, part security blanket. He's like strong-arm security guard meets teddy bear. And so, yeah, that's why Chewbacca is number 4. I really, really love Chewie. Number 3 is Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One. The reason he's on the list is even though he's not a Jedi, he seems to have a sensitivity to the Force, and he's deadly, but he's got a great sense of humor and loyalty. And he's not afraid to embrace a cause, and his faith in the Force doesn't waver. That's, I think, what I like most about Chirrut. It's unfortunate that Rogue One seemed to turn his faith into something of a farce with the way his lines were, but I love that Chirrut never gave up his faith no matter what, and I think that's something we can all aspire to. Even if things come along that challenge our faith, we hold steadfast and don't let it waver, and that's why Chirrut is number 3 on the list. Number 4 on the list is Bail Organa, the senator from Alderaan. He shows up in Episode 3 and in Episodes 2 and 3 and in Rogue One. He doesn't have a whole lot of screen time, but he is... So, I wouldn't say he's an idealist, but he holds steadfastly to what is right. And he is, of course, the one who raised Leia into the person that she became. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot said of Bail Organa. We don't see him quite enough, but he is right up there on my list of heroes. He doesn't enter the physical fight very often, but he was truly a great man in the Star Wars universe, and that's why he's number 2 on the list. And finally, my number 1 favorite hero in the Star Wars universe that's not a Jedi is none other than Han Solo. The reason I like Han so much is not only is he witty and funny and great to watch in action, kind of like Indiana Jones always getting in over his head trying to talk his way out of it, but his character arc is really good to see. We first met him in New Hope, and he's this cynical, really selfish individual who's only out for himself and to make a profit. His only friend is Chewie, and Chewie is sort of like, like I said, his conscience. But as the movies go on, we see him progressing. He actually learns to care about people, he makes friends, and eventually, Episode 6, he becomes a general in the rebellion, and he's completely dedicated to the cause now. It's really good to see, and his character arc further progresses in Episode 7. Even though he's sort of gone back to his old way of life, we see that he still loves his family more than anything. He is willing to sacrifice himself for them. And first of all, that kind of selfless love is great to see in someone who started off as completely selfish. But he's also gone from a complete cynic, doesn't believe in anything but money, to a point where he actually does believe in the Force, and he knows the Force is real and that it influences things. Even if he can't feel it, it's still there. So that is a really, really good story arc. It may be the best hero story arc for a non-Force user in Star Wars, so that's really good to see. That's been another top 5 countdown by the Clumsy Jedi. Do you agree with this list? Disagree? Do you think I missed a really good non-Force sensitive hero? Go ahead and post a comment below. I know it got kind of long-winded and I'm babbling a little bit, but this was kind of thrown together and I don't have a whole lot of time with the quiet house, so I'm trying to take advantage of it. But that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, go ahead and click that little subscription button down below. Question of the day. Here we go. Who is your favorite non-Force sensitive hero in Star Wars? Go ahead and post a comment below. But until next time, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off. Bye guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.